Hi, I am Taylor and I'm a sophomore at Appalachian State University and majoring in exercise science. Today I will be interviewing Tom Stephenson. Tom is a paralegal at Golan Christie Taglia LLP and is also a member of the National Federation of Paralegal Associations. Hi, Tom.
Hi.
So I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. The first one is, could you describe what your typical workday entails and what your first few years in this career were like?
Yeah, so I worked as a paralegal in commercial and business litigation and reorganization and corporate bankruptcy practice areas in my firm, which is located in downtown Chicago. So when you would ask me kind of what my typical day-to-day or workday would be, I feel like that the word typical is actually seldom used in law firms. My primary function is obviously to assist the attorneys in my practice area. And this can range, from, performing legal research to assisting in drafting pleadings. And then I also work in conjunction with the attorneys and the other paralegals at our firm to work throughout the discovery process. So we can draft interrogatories, requests for production or omission, and other discovery. My first few years as a paralegal were not like this, however. I've been a paralegal for almost 10 years now, so my responsibilities and roles really have changed. When I first started, I was always under the guidance of a senior level paralegal or somebody, with more experience that I would report to. And I would take some of the complex tasks that I do today, and I'd really do the beginning processes of it. So it would be, getting the initial shells of drafts together. It would take on, legal research would just be, finding docket information, so we're starting at square one and step one really to be able to build on those practices. And really much like any other industry, your first few years are really filled with kind of digging in the trenches and navigating yourself so that you can equip yourself with the knowledge and the experience to grow into a role.
Right. What high school courses or college courses have you found to be the most applicable or important to your occupation? And if not any of those, which do you wish you could have taken?
The one thing I can't stress enough is legal research and writing. It was the most challenging course, but has also been proven to be the most important course that I've taken, which really directly relates to my day-to-day tasks. So every paralegal program is a little bit different throughout the country. Some offer specific specializations that you can, have litigation tracks or corporate tracks, and some of them are just generic, where you get, your degree in a paralegal studies. However, almost all programs that I've seen really do have one core component, and that's legal research and writing. And when you think about it, it's there for a really good reason. So every day we think of having our everyday writing skills, so we're often rewarded based upon, creativity or self-expression or even, brevity and length. But really, in legal research and writing, specifically in legal writing, it's a completely different area that you're being kind of, judged upon. So it's really for being direct and clarity. That's really important in legal writing. So being able to accurately provide, proper case citations, distinguish between, binding and passive authority, and then understanding discovery mechanisms really are just a few of the examples of how legal writing is so much different than any other type of writing that we would do in our everyday, course of nature. And these are really skills that can set what I would consider distinguished or even, experienced paralegals apart from, paralegals who are potentially just getting into the industry. And for a lot of people, if they kind of struggle with that, or they just think that writing is not their, strong suit, I really encourage a lot of people to take either a writing class on the side or, ask for help at your firm to see what resources they have, because it really is a basic and fundamentary skill set to have as a paralegal, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds very in-depth, very interesting, but very difficult. What part-time jobs or internships or any extracurricular activities did you feel like best prepared you for this occupation?
Hmm. I would say probably, and especially when I've interviewed other paralegals that we've hired at our firm, I believe that really having a keen investigative sense, and I know that it's kind of something that is not necessarily tangible, but what I mean is that, sometimes we're tasked with an assignment that we may not be familiar with, or is maybe even a complex case that we typically don't see. So being able to know, what the end result is and work backwards to figure out how to get there is a great first step. But I think the real value in being a paralegal is being able to use your research skills to go beyond the surface of something to pursue information which kind of gains a broader perspective. So the more that you can perfect this skill, ultimately developing and refining, these investigative skill sets, what it will allow you to do is to put yourself in situations where you are contributing more and you're being asked to find more complex things because you have exhausted all resources and you kind of have this skill set that allows you to take a complex issue and break it down and to get there, whether it's with the help of others or on your own. So being able to involve yourself in extracurricular activities or apprenticeships that really focus on analytical or exploratory skills, I think is something that will really prepare, a paralegal to be successful.
Hmm. So kind of switching to talk about your association a little bit, what do you feel like the benefits are of being a member of NFPA?
Well, I think being a member of NFPA has tremendous benefits. First, and I think is the most important thing, is that being a member of NFPA allows you to join other like-minded paralegals who are really focused on creating professional relationships. So we have numerous events with the NFPA throughout the year. We have an annual convention, we have a joint education conference where our members kind of gather, learn, and share on topics such as leadership or regulation or certification. And
Hmm.
it allows our members to be able to really take advantage of some of the, benefits that NFPA has. So we have, career resources. We allow our members, and they actively exchange ideas throughout our online discussion boards. And we have plenty of opportunities for people, no matter where they live, to take webinars online for continuing legal education. So
Hmm.
membership in the NFPA really does provide a valuable opportunity for you to show on your resume. And it can be whether you are, at your current job and you're not looking to leave, or maybe you're looking to leave and go somewhere else. It kind of puts a distinguishing mark on your resume that says, hey, I'm dedicated to staying connected and participating in what is the oldest and largest paralegal association in the country. And I think that that really speaks volumes for people that are taking a proactive step to be in an association like NFPA.
Yeah. You sort of touched on this in the last question, but so do you want to expand a little bit on the networking and professional development opportunities offered by the association?
Absolutely, yeah. So being able to network with a dynamic group of paralegals has allowed me personally to create a community to support my professional and my educational goals. So PA sponsors events throughout the year, and our members are able to share ideas, ask advice, volunteer to be a speaker, or become a member of a committee. So there's lots of opportunities to network. Additionally, the educational opportunities offered by the NFPA really allow our members to participate and keep up to date on trends that are happening in the legal community, specifically as it revolves to paralegals.
Hmm.
So we can learn best practices and really ultimately brainstorm with others who are looking to share information. So these opportunities may even help a new member find a mentor to help them with their professional needs as they're starting out. Or on the other side, it allows for our experienced members to really become a mentor to somebody else.
Hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. Going back to your career, this is one of the last questions. What did you find the most surprising about your career?
Oh gosh, so many. Well, think first of all, paralegal jobs are expected to grow much faster than all other occupations in the next 10 years. So unlike other professions, working as a paralegal is really intellectually challenging and rarely routine. So every day seems to kind of bring new and challenging, things that you come across, whether it's in cases or, just a typical, day where you're meeting in depositions and you're assisting your attorneys and you're seeing things for the first time that you may not have seen before. So the role of a paralegal has really transcended to provide kind of more of a complex and challenging work environment. But then at the same time, it really allows to have that prestige within the legal community itself. So, you can work as a paralegal to provide the opportunity to help somebody. And I think that's very rare. So a lot of times you'll have people that go into a profession because they want to help somebody, or at times there are individuals who outside of their professional career, they're actively involved in volunteering or doing something that's really passionate. And the paralegal profession actually offers the opportunity to merge and kind of have that marriage of both, professionally helping somebody while personally helping somebody as well. So examples that I like to say are that in the public sector, they help underprivileged segments. In personal injury paralegals, they help injured parties receive compensation for their losses. In intellectual property, paralegals can help clients, protect their patents or their unique ideas. So you don't really see a lot of professions in which you can have an employee which has the opportunity to blend both their professional and personal life passions. So I think that that's really surprising within the paralegal profession.
Right. Is there anything else you would like to add, talking to someone who would be considering this occupation?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're thinking about becoming a paralegal, whether it's a career change, whether you are, fresh out of college or out of high school, and you're looking to go down the educational route of being a paralegal, make sure to get all the experience that you can, stay up to date on the developments in our profession, and then really work on developing the right qualities to thrive and succeed within our profession. And I know this kind of goes without saying, but if you are not a member of NFPA, apply for an individual membership, or you can find an NFPA member association. So this will allow you to automatically become a member of NFPA when you join through a local NFPA member association. So, the NFPA membership is really valuable and has so many opportunities for you. And ultimately, at the end of the day, by being a member of NFPA, you are empowering yourself to become a vital part of the paralegal profession. So I really think that that's an important step.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching this episode of Q Career. Go to Q Career website to learn more about the NFPA and how they can help you finish with your career development. Until next time, have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you.